So tell our viewers at home, why should they consider the auction process rather than, say, putting their ad in their car in a classified ad?
Right. Well, traditional forms of advertising, I think, work for certain things. When you've got a special car, a car with some collector value, what the auction does is, by putting it into a sale like this, if you can see behind us all the people, we do all the marketing and all the promotion. All the people that you're trying to reach through traditional advertising is the people that are here today.
So people always do wonder about the fees associated with auctions.
Right,
How does all that work?
Right. Well, it is a little bit higher, obviously, than your traditional advertising, but you know, you have to also count your time when you're advertising a car in the newspaper or magazines. You know, if you're not reaching your target audience, you might get people that are just interested in coming up and looking at your car.
And here is an incredible automobile, and what a great story these winged warriors have. This is a '69 Dodge Daytona 440 fastback, the Dodge Daytona.
I guess there is some strategy involved, as you suggested, by kind of picking the right time, because
yes.
I guess the peak over the 3-day auction really hits around noon on Saturday, because that's right in the center. That's when you have the most people here.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, we know that just based on I guess human nature, and then people come out and it's just a Saturday afternoon, and this is where they come to this type of a show. And so that's where you're going to get the most people, the most buyers, and the most interest for your car.
And to homologate that design to make it legal for NASCAR racing, Chrysler had to build a certain number of them and sell them to the public. Around 1,600 were made. You went into the dealership, and that's the way they rolled out the door. 1 year only for
and
the Dodge
also,
Daytona.
too, if you want to, you know, prepare your car for an auction, if you're going to sell your car, first of all, wash the car. That's a good idea. Clean it up. Detail, you know.
How long Jimmy to get for it? They didn't get a race very long.
There were three. No, they were outlawed after 2 years. You could get 3 different engine options. Actually, you didn't order one. They were sent to the dealers, and they had to dispose of them. Very rare Hemi.
Don't put a quickie paint job on it, or you know, try to. You're best to leave the car as original as you can, the way you have it. Any paperwork that you have with the car, anything from the dealer, that's very important. Owner's manual, any paperwork at all.
It's a 2-owner car. It has the original owner's bill of sale, owner's manual, fender tag, and invoice.
Photos of the restoration, if it's been restored. That could add 15 to 20% to the value of the car just by having your paperwork. So this is a stage. It's a show, and you put your best foot forward, you're going to get a lot more money for your car.
125! 120, David, 125. Anybody else want to do it? I got 120, David, 125. Cody wants me to wait just for a minute. And I have 120.
If you're here and you're looking to buy the car, what other kind of tips can you give people?
Well, first of all, our first word of advice is do it for love. Don't do it for money, not unless you really know what you're doing. The second thing is decide what you're going to do with the car. Do you want something to cruise to the drive-in on the weekends, or you want to win awards with it, or then decide what kind of car you want. You know, are you handy with a wrench? You know, can you work on foreign cars? I mean, some of the cars can be very expensive. We always suggest for first-timers to look at something like, you know, mid-60s classic, like a Mustang or something, because there's parts available, there's clubs everywhere, there's magazines devoted for them. You can do just about any of the work yourself with some simple tools. So it's best to come out, get an education first, you know, see how the auction works, and then take it from there.
All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anytime.
No. So 45,000. He got it there.